morning, everybody. This morning on the way to church, we were listening to worship music. And, as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, I heard the funniest thing. It was like jumping Jehoshaphat. I was like, what does Jehoshaphat mean? Because I just heard jumping Jehoshaphat. And I asked Stacey to look it up. This is what she found.
Let me go back just a little bit. This week, we were sitting at the table together, and Dirk said, I just want to hear the Lord more. And so I reminded him that when we begin to hear the Lord, it's not usually in a full sentence. It's not even in a whole conversation. It's one word. And today it was 2 words, jumping Jehoshaphat. So I want you to be encouraged. If you're in this room right now or you're watching online and you want to hear the Lord and you're asking him for that, don't be discouraged if it's just 1 word or 2 words. It grows and it develops. It's just like Dana said with intimacy. God will give you more. He's faithful to do that. And so just as Dana said, Dirk said, God, I want to hear more from you. And he believed that he would. And that was on Thursday. Here we are, Friday, Saturday, 3 days. 3 days later, and Dirk is hearing something enough that he was, stepping out to share with you guys today. So, Dirk, hold this just a minute so I can get. So here's what we found and felt certain that the Lord wanted to share with everyone today. This is in 2 Chronicles in the 20th chapter. So I'm just going to summarize a little bit. So people came to Jehoshaphat and they said, hey, you're about to be attacked. So verse 3 says, Jehoshaphat was alarmed. So he decided to ask the Lord for advice. He told all the people of Judah to go without eating. So let's pause there a minute. The tribe of Judah, they're the worshipers. We're the worshipers. We came here to worship today, right? So he says, and he wants them to fast and go without eating. And then verse 4 goes on to say, the people came together to ask the Lord for help. In fact, they came from every town in Judah to pray to him. Verse 5 says, then Jehoshaphat stood up among the people of Judah and Jerusalem. He was in front of the new courtyard of the Lord's temple. And this is what he said. So really take hold of this. He said, Lord, you are the God of our people who lived long ago. You are the God who is in heaven. You rule over all the kingdoms and nations. You are strong and powerful. No one can fight against you and win. So whatever you're fighting today, God cannot be overthrown. So press into him. And it goes on to say, our God, you drove out the people who lived in this land. You drove them out to make room for your people, Israel. That's us. So he's going to drive out those things from the land if you'll continue to worship him and press into him. And he says, they have lived in this land. They've built a temple here to your name. And they have said, suppose trouble comes upon us. It doesn't matter whether it's a punishing sword or a plague or a hunger. We'll serve you. We'll stand in front of this temple where your name is. We'll cry out to you and when we're in trouble, and you will hear us and you will save us.